So there's a lot of worlds in VRChat. Chill worlds, language exchange worlds, pretty worlds, game worlds, etc. But there's also matching worlds. Matching worlds are worlds where people with similar interests can come together. And it's usually like a big place where everyone goes. And then, you pick out a person that seems to suit you. Though the most popular matching worlds don't actually revolve around a certain interest or hobby, but rather pet petting or finding a partner or doing certain VR activities. So I'll be giving you a little tour of these worlds and also guide you a little on what to do and what to not do so you can enjoy your stay. Alright, so the world I am in right now actually is called the Nade Nade Matching. If you've seen my most recent video about VRChat words, you might know what this means. Because Nade Nade means head pat. So this is a world where people that want to head pat and want to be head patted can meet. Before I show you the actual place though, I would like to preface that all of the matching worlds that I will be presenting today have rules that you have to follow. If you don't follow these rules, you might get banned or make someone uncomfortable. So let's just follow the rules and have fun. Also, this world, like many others, does have a test that you have to pass in the beginning to enter the world. So if you don't know Japanese, ask one of your friends, or if you actually know Japanese but can't read it, you can also use Google Lens if you'd like. What I think is important to mention though is in worlds like these that have a test, usually they're in place so that people who can speak Japanese enter. Because if a person that only speaks English and not Japanese joins a Japanese-only instance, there won't be any good communication happening. So this is why this is in place. It's completely fine to use a Google Lens, but make sure that you know at least basic Japanese so you can actually communicate with the people and not make anyone feel uncomfortable. Yeah, all things considered, these quizzes are pretty simple though. Like this one is asking me what the last sound of the, kana chart is. And this one is asking me which is the softest thing of these. So I got answers like a dumbbell or concrete or a bed, which is obviously the fluffy, soft thing that they're asking for. So the questions aren't hard, but you need to be able to read and understand a little bit of Japanese. So right behind me is where you'd usually spawn. There's some pens that you can use for communicating with pen, because actually in Nade Nade Matching, or Nadema as it's abbreviated as usually, no one really talks. This is probably one of the things that you'd notice first, is that no one really talks, and this whole instance is pretty much quiet. If you do want to talk with your voice, you can do that either in a private world, so you befriend people here and go to a private with them, or you can actually also use one of the koshitsu or private rooms that you can lock so no one can enter, so just you two, and you can just pad each other in peace. There's also a few rooms in the back that you can use that have kind of like a privacy function, so people can't see through, but you're still like in the main area. Since this world is made by Chiaya-san, the maker of Fujiyama, there's actually the brilliant tag system that we all know and love, but for Nade Nade Matching. I don't want to go into too much detail about the tags in this world, but there are some really important ones like Nadetai, I want to pet, Naderaretai, I want to be pet. Very important, because there are some people that once you start petting them, they'll go like, no, or they'll actually hold up their ring finger and show you, hey, I have a partner, don't pet me, only I want to pet. So keep that in mind to keep everyone comfortable. And yeah, if you can read some basic Japanese, here are all of the tags if you want to read them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to pet or be head patted, feel free to check out Nade Nade Matching or Nadema. Welcome to Pear Matching, or Konkatsu Matching as it used to be called. This is a very, very new and fresh world. So yeah, this is for people who want to get serious and find a real partner that they can also potentially marry. The quiz in this world is goddamn hard, and I actually needed help from my friend the first time, because it's not just language, but it's like cultural knowledge as well. If you don't know what kind of mochi they use to decorate on New Year's, you're fucked. Or you just look it up. So yeah, let me just do the quiz real quick. So yeah, I was actually really surprised because usually words like this have like 2 or 3 questions, but it has like 8. With all that out of the way, let's enter the world together. So once you enter this world, this has a tag system similar to Nade Nade Matching, but it's more like professions, your date of birth, and where you live. I actually talked to the owner of this world in the world once, and he actually added back the Kaigai tag, so the foreigner tag, because it used to be gone. He used to remove it because of all of the trolls. So yeah, I'm actually in a public right now, so let's see what this place is actually like. So yeah, pair matching still seems pretty lively. Right now there's like an instance with like 60 people in it, so it's just a little bit less lively as it was when it first launched. But personally, I think, and a lot of people also think this, that this world is kind of like Poppyoko. That's like a drinking world where people just kind of like hang out and mess around and troll around and yell and blah blah blah. So it's kind of like that, but a bit lighter. Like, I think you can actually have some productive conversations here, and I've actually talked to some really nice people. But if you're looking to marry someone or looking for a partner, I don't think you should be going here primarily, but it is still a fun world to, you know, hang around in. It's like a lighter version of Poppyoko. The next world is also made by Chiaya, and it is a sleeping world. Right now I'm actually in a private that I made because I think recording people while they're like sleeping is kind of weird, and also like streaming is banned. So I'm assuming that recording is also something that I should refrain from doing. This is kind of the main spot of the world. So you can just imagine this world filled with people, especially in this couch area. Just, you know, sleeping, catching some Z's together. And yeah, there's of course the classic Chiaya tag system with sleep-related tags that make it kind of easier because, you know, while you're sleeping, it's hard to communicate. So it's nice to have tags over your head that say, oh yeah, you can lay down with me, oh, you can head pet me, whatever. What I really like about this world though is the upper area, which has like little sleeping chambers that you can lock. So you can actually like get a person from here and, you know, just snuggle in one of those rooms. People still can see you, but it's kind of nice to have like a little bit of privacy. And I think it looks pretty neat. Personally, I like the aesthetics of this world a lot, though I don't really use them much because simply most people are already asleep. Most people in this world are probably already sleeping and have somebody they're sleeping with. So it's pretty hard to, you know, like find someone kind of aligns with my like sleeping time. But personally, for people that are interested in sleeping in VR and sleeping with somebody in VR, here you go. So yeah, these are the 3 big matching worlds that I am aware of that actually have people in them, because there's also like other matching worlds like Osato Matching. I've never actually been there, and I've looked right now, it has like 4 people in it. So I guess it's not that popular anymore, but from what I've heard, it was basically like Poppyoko 2.0. But if I've missed any crucial ones, please do tell me in the comments down below. So yeah, don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. Well, you can also follow me on my Twitter at Narazawa if you want to keep up with what I'm doing. These videos take quite some time to make, so that's pretty much the best way to keep up with what I'm up to. Thank you to my lovely supporters Loa Warp, Akip, Seraphine2508, Danyanya, Aram Mercer, Bingus, Jufo, Ginka, TS Virus 7, and Snaily for either having donated once to my Ko-fi, supporting me monthly on Ko-fi, or supporting me monthly on YouTube. Your support means a lot to me, and I'm grateful to have, you know, such a nice community. Not even just the people donating, but also everyone that leaves a nice comment or even walks up to me in a VRChat and greets me. So I'm grateful to have cool viewers like you guys. And yeah. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one, and have a great day. Mata nera! Good night.